Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a healing reading today. And so this one is going to be called Facing Our Inner Dragons/Demons when it comes to the connections that we have with other people. So what I want you guys to do is to focus on a particular person or a situation in your life that you're experiencing some sort of a challenge with right now. And we're going to really go into a lot of the things that are going on with you, some things that your person's going on, has going on with themselves, as well as maybe the meaning behind this connection, what you're supposed to learn from it, etc. So it can be any kind of connection, you guys. Just, make your selection. And you're either going to resonate with the messages or you are not. So I'd say within the first 5 minutes, if it just doesn't seem to be your story, I just might not be tapping into your energy today. So as usual, everything that I'm using, I will list down below, and I'll also introduce each deck as I shuffle. I am using 2 of my decks here today, the Twin Flame Journey Oracle and Tarot that I created. Neither one of them are available in my Etsy shop right now. So anybody interested in these decks, whether you're in the US or international, please email my team at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com, and we will send you a special link to order them. This is just until I get my shipment, which could be a while from now. The Orgonite that I wanted to use is the Dragon Orgonite from Wing and Bell. What a perfect Orgonite to use for this reading, since we're going to be tapping into our inner dragon. And this right here, this is a beautiful, this is a bracelet here. I can't even talk. A bracelet here, and it's from Rising Sun Oracle, and it is called the Lavender Love Bracelet. And so what this does is it actually transmutes negative energy into positive energy of love. And so I thought that that would be very helpful today. So I'll also list her down below. So let's get started, you guys. I've created this spread on my own. I was inspired by other spreads out there, but this is definitely my own. I sat here before I did this reading. I selected all the different cards that I wanted to use and what would make sense under each topic. So I believe that we have 8 topics total to go through. So it could be a long reading, you guys, but let's get into it. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on what behaviors are actually sabotaging you, the person watching this video, when it comes to your current situation. So let's get into this deck right here. Sorry, I've got my flannels in the way here. This right here is called the Therapy Flashcard. So we're going to grab 3 cards, and then we're going to clarify with this with the tarot deck. What behaviors are currently sabotaging you at the moment? What behaviors aren't doing you any favors? Let's say it like that. We have rationalization. So you might be trying to rationalize something. Maybe there is something really happening or something that's going on with another person, and we're trying to rationalize it. We also have the energy of inner child. So this could be fears, this could be childhood wounds, this could be childish behavior. And last one, we have dysfunctional, okay? So at the end of the day, you guys, what triggers us comes from our own dysfunction. It doesn't mean that another person isn't doing something, okay? People are acting a certain way, but how we choose to allow ourselves to become either triggered or to function with that energy is up to us. And sometimes we can control it, and other times we cannot. So this right here is telling us something about rationalizing maybe our own behavior, or maybe even the behavior of someone else. But again, this is about your own energy. So we're going to really try to keep it about you. What behaviors are sabotaging you at this current time? Let's get a couple of tarot cards, and then we're going to turn around that card and read it. This is called the Oracle Tarot by by Lucy Cavendish. All right, let's talk about rationalization. What's up with this? Okay, so we have the Temperance card, you guys. The Temperance is about balancing and healing and being patient and not rushing or charging forth with the situation. So we might be rationalizing, maybe waiting, or rationalizing jumping to conclusions. I don't know. Let's pick up another card here. Oh, wow. We have the Emperor's energy, masculine energy. So this is the deal. This is very masculine to me, very aggressive energy, the Emperor, and the Temperance energy is very feminine, very passive type of energy. So we have this yin and yang energy here is what I'm seeing here. And so we might be trying to rationalize a situation with a masculine in our lives. I am getting that for a lot of you. We may want to restore harmony and balance to the situation. but we might not be feeling successful in this department. We may want to create some sort of change. We may want to influence this situation, but it could be that we're being asked to wait for better timing or to temper our own energy first. So let's go ahead and read rationalization and see what this is all about. These are just examples, but let me read it. A defense mechanism in which an individual unconsciously finds plausible explanations to justify unreasonable or intolerable behavior or feelings, thereby concealing true motivations. So this to me can be about your own rationalization with somebody else's actions or whatever somebody else is bringing to the table. We're rationalizing something. We're making something okay when it's not. We might be rationalizing our own need to fly off the handle and basically take matters into our own hands. So I feel like the overall message here has something to do with our own inner child and some sort of dysfunction that's at the root of why we are allowing bad behavior or why we are acting in bad behavior. It's either one of the two or a little bit of both. So this inner child, let's get some messages here. The Hanged Man, suspense and waiting. So something being on hold, needing to see things from a different perspective. And we have the Moon's energy. Do you see, you guys, how many major cards just came up? We have the Emperor, we have Temperance, we have the Hanged Man, and now we have the Moon. When I see a lot of major cards come up in a very short spread like this tells me that there's some major changes and some major things that need to be shifted. Major things. These are big changes, not little changes. It's like it's time. The universe is telling us it's time to change something. Suspense and waiting. This says yearning, desire, the Moon. We are waiting, we're yearning, we're desiring something. We're in suspense. We're waiting perhaps for something to change. Maybe we continuously rationalize someone's behavior or our own. Whatever this is, though, this is sabotaging us. This is interesting. Let's read this inner child. The part of oneself that is a child in its natural state before being externally influenced. The many-layered kernel of self includes the free child and the wounded child. A symbol representing basic emotional needs. So that's interesting. The very last thing really sticks out to me because it says representing our basic emotional needs. Our basic emotional needs from the get-go, and I'm not a therapist here and I'm not trying to pretend to be one, but when it comes to the word dysfunctional and we're talking about children, it's kind of like out of the gate. There may have been some sort of dysfunction when it came to rationalizing certain behaviors in other people. So we may have a high tolerance for, excuse my French, bullshit. We might have a high tolerance for other people's bullshit. And that's not always a good thing. Okay? Maybe we've become a doormat in a situation and we're rationalizing it and we're making ourselves we're telling ourselves it's okay. It's okay because of this or it's okay because of that. For whatever reason, my cat Harley decides that he wants to play in this box and make all kinds of noise, so I apologize. So it could be the child within us. We're not getting our basic needs met. We might not be getting our basic needs met in this connection or situation, but we seem to be rationalizing it. We seem to be making excuses, or we're okay with the fact that we're not being given to properly. But there is a dysfunction at the root of it, which is why we are even in this situation. So there is an opportunity to heal something, to master something. Why are we allowing ourselves to continuously yearn for somebody that cannot meet our basic needs? So we have dysfunction. Incapable of functioning or responding in adequate or healthy ways in life or relationship arenas. Craziness. Inability to perform at simple levels despite unpleasant consequences. Repetition of unsuccessful behaviors. Totally whacked out families. Need for psychotherapeutic intervention or addiction. So it nailed it on the head It could be here a repetition of unsuccessful behaviors. We keep doing something over and over again, hoping that the next time something will shift, something will change. They'll change if I do this, or they'll change if I do that. Or I'll be happy if this person does this or this person does that. So there's a need to get our needs met, but they're not getting met. And the reason that we keep doing something over and over again that's still not satisfactory is because there is a dysfunction within us. We have enjoying the outcome, 10 of Pentacles. So this is the deal. The 10 of Pentacles is the ultimate achievement. It's that feeling of I've made it. I finally have made it. I'm getting here, you guys, that this energy is a need perhaps to basically have the picture perfect life, or to have all of our ducks in a row, because that's what our family or our traditions, that's what it looks like. And it doesn't mean that that's dysfunctional. If some of you guys have this kind of, thought process that this is what happiness looks like, marriage and kids and commitment and all these things, that's beautiful. But the thing is, it might be that we are trying to rationalize a situation and make it fit into this particular picture. Why are we doing that? We have the Tower. See, what Spirit is saying is the shit's got to change. The Tower. Something needs to be severely adjusted here and changed in this situation, or nothing is going to change. So this Tower, maybe perhaps this dream of 10 of Pentacles, needs to come crumbling down. Now, I don't want to scare you guys into thinking that right from the very beginning, this means that you cannot have that with this particular person. But we are rationalizing something because we are wounded, because we want so badly to have our needs met with this particular person. And this person is not meeting our needs. They're not meeting our needs, yet we still keep going into the same situation over and over and over again. We're still hoping that this person will see our value. We're still hoping that this person, will just see our value, is what I'm getting here. But Spirit is saying that this Tower, this false, perhaps, structure that we've built, or this dream that we've pent up on this particular situation or person, needs to come crumbling down. We need a new slate. There needs to be a new canvas that we can, paint. The old energy needs to come crumbling down. So if a lot of you guys are going through a lot of purging, a lot of just out of nowhere, you guys are just really crying and you're tapping into old wounds that you didn't realize were still there. There's a reason why there's this shakedown in your situation. What you've been projecting or what you've been building with this particular, whatever this is, this dream, this person. I do have an energy here of a masculine. So if you're a feminine watching this video, this could be about your masculine, perhaps. Could be about your partner. Could be about anyone, a boss. It's definitely somebody that is holding masculine energy though. And you've given them some sort of control in your life to kind of control the outcome of your happiness. And that has to change. That has to absolutely change. This is about enjoying the outcome for yourself, going towards your 10 of Pentacles for you, trying not to attach this dream to this masculine. Again, it doesn't mean that this masculine will not be a part of this dream, but the way that you are sabotaging yourself is by clinging on to this idea that this person is going to be the answer to all of your prayers, that this person is going to be, the ultimate happiness for you. So there needs to be an adjustment and a discovery of your own, perhaps, worth and loving yourself before things can really change, perhaps, with the situation. You might be dealing with somebody that does not see your worth at this time because you have not shown them, perhaps, or have displayed to them that you are worthy of yourself. It's very easy to see and spot someone that is willing to just lay down and die and do everything for us when we haven't even earned it. That kind of energy can be very repelling. That kind of energy can seem very desperate, unappealing. And so when we're willing to just lay down and die and just put our needs on the back burner for someone else and rationalize somebody else's crappy behavior, this right here shows how wounded we really are, and how we're just looking for someone to just say, you're okay, so you can feel okay. But why don't we feel okay? Why do we need another person to make us feel okay? I don't know. So that's pretty deep. Again, you're either going to resonate with that or you are not. So if you don't have any of these issues, this is not the reading for you. So now what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to go and shift into some different energy here. And let's take a look at the honest truth about your situation. What is just the God's honest truth about your situation? This right here is called the Power of Surrender cards, and we've got the Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. What is the God's honest truth about your situation? The bare bones of this situation. The no bullshit facts of your situation. Okay. This does not surprise me to see this here because I can already sense with the cards that already came up here that we have given our power over to a situation or a person. And because we've done that, it's actually created a lot of problems. We've sabotaged ourselves in some sort of a way. We could have even sabotaged this situation with this person because we were willing to just give them everything without expecting anything in return, or just expecting the bare minimum or getting the bare minimum and constantly saying that that's okay. So I don't know why the cats are doing this. Whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another card, and then we're going to clarify. Okay. We also have surrender, obsessive thinking. Are we obsessing at this point? Are we losing our full power because we are spending time just obsessively thinking about this situation over and over again? Obsessively attached to this person. We have surrender to passion. So let's clarify this. What does this mean? Surrendering to our full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Why are we playing it small? This is why it has to change, you guys. This is why it has to change. We're playing it small. Our dysfunction, our needs to be loved and accepted by this particular person. This is causing us to rationalize, which keeps us small. Okay? We might feel like this person has influence over our power. Do you see that? I can't make it up. Influence, and we have power. You got to surrender to your full power, not this person's power. We've given too much power to this person over our happiness to dictate to us how we're going to feel, what we're going to do, our plans for the future, etc. And I'm getting here, it needs to shift. Yep. 5 of Swords, conflict and defeat. So this is again telling us that this has to change. Number 5. This is about walking away and feeling defeated. Or we can look at the situation and say, I'm going to detach because if I don't, then I'm going to become defeated and I'm going to continuously feed this person or give this person over my power. I am in control of my own happiness. I am in control of my own life and decisions. I no longer am willing to play these games with this particular person. That's what it is. So we have to be honest with ourselves. Is participating with this situation worth it in the end? Or is it better to just disconnect and step away? We have the 4 of Wands energy. Well, the thing is, the 4 of Wands is this feeling of foundation and achievement and what we want to build. So what I'm getting here is that if you are experiencing conflict, which we know that you are, or else you would not be watching this reading today with this person, it might be best for you to pull away and allow both of you on your own to really surrender to your own power, step into that power, and really start building a healthier foundation on your own. And then perhaps when you guys are both feeling a lot more stable and a lot more grounded in your energy, perhaps the two of you can come together and start to work on this commitment and work on this previously laid foundation. I kind of like to see that we have a foundation card coming up after the Tower was here, because the Tower reconstructs things, tears down existing foundations, faulty foundations. Now we can build upon a new foundation, you guys. So this reading doesn't have to be doom and gloom. This reading doesn't have to be about you have to let go of this person forever. It's never going to work. This is a horrible situation. Get out while you can. That can be the story for some of you if you're feeling that way, but it doesn't have to be everyone's story. Just because we experience challenges or maybe even toxic behavior with ourselves and other people doesn't mean that these connections have to be, complete failures. It doesn't mean that it can't work. The work that we're willing to put into ourselves, that actually helps and that matters. What kind of energy that we're going to put into this foundation as well as the other person. Of course, it takes two, though. It takes two people to build that house. Well, I mean, I guess one person can build a house, but it really does. It takes two people to be on a team to make something work. Can't be one-sided. It can, but then you may be in that energy of accepting less than you deserve. You might be quick to just give everything but not expect anything, just to have someone, just to have this dream, just to have this connection. And Spirit's saying that people need to pull away from any defeating energy, which we already know is all the things that just came up at the very beginning of this reading. And once we pull out of those sabotaging behaviors, we can start to rebuild the foundation perhaps of ourselves and or this connection. I love it. So surrender obsessive thinking. If you are obsessing about a person or a situation, you need to turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help you to bring you clarity and even solve the problem. So we might be obsessively thinking about this person. What's going to happen? What do I need to do? What if I do this or do that? Then, it's like could be just this round and round energy that just keeps circulating in your mind. And what Spirit is saying is that needs to stop. So it does come up with the Six of Pentacles energy. The Six of Pentacles is an equal exchange of give and take, right? So if you're doing all of the worrying and you're doing all of the thinking, you're doing all of the footwork for this connection to put it back together, but the other person is kind of like, they're just doing something else. They're focused on something else. They're not giving anything back. They're giving you no indication that they want to work on this whatsoever. You've got to, at that point, just give it to Spirit. Whatever is meant is going to happen. So Spirit's saying to relax, because if this person isn't giving you anything, give it to us. Give it to us. And if this is something that's worth your time and effort, it'll come back your way. That's what I'm seeing here with that. Eight of Swords. I don't know why I can't talk. Trapped in fear. Because if we don't do this, you guys, we're just going to be trapped in fear. This right here is an energy of obsessive thinking. This is somebody who is trapped in their headspace. They keep going round and round in that figure eight, getting nowhere. Their own thoughts are their worst enemy. They're trapped by their own thoughts. They're trapped by their own obsessive thinking. We got to get out of this energy, and Spirit literally just gave us a solution. They said, turn over this dilemma to us. Doing so is going to help to bring clarity or even solve the problem. This may be Spirit's way of telling you that where you're at mentally and where you're at right now when it comes to your own issues, you might be unable to, on your own, to get to some sort of peaceful state and clarity. So give it to Spirit and allow Spirit to work on your behalf while you take a little bit of a break. Take a vacation from your problems. What about Bob? Killer line. I love that line. Take a vacation from your problems. Take a vacation from worrying about this person and obsessing about them. Take a break and a vacation. This will do your body good. It'll do your spirit good. I love it. So instead, surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Yes, this person may ignite your passion, but maybe they're igniting your passion in a negative way. They're igniting this passion of fear, anger perhaps, whatever this is. Turn your passion, or focus, I should say, on passion that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel good, that doesn't make you feel trapped, that doesn't make you feel anxiety. We have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is an energy of feeling shut out, feeling left out in the cold, feeling depleted, feeling lost. So to me, this is telling me that we've got to surrender this feeling of focusing so heavily on being left out and shut out in the cold, being rejected, feeling devoid, feeling not good enough. That shit needs to just go to the wayside. Those energies are not uplifting us. We need to let that go. We have to get rid of this Five of Pentacles energy. That needs to change. 2 5s here now, you guys. That needs to change. Another 5. Can't make it up. 5 of Cups. We cannot focus on this loss. We cannot focus on all of this negative shit. I mean, we can, but all it's going to do is it's just going to create this sad, just dreary, just ugly feeling in our heart space. We don't need it. Let's focus on something else. If we can't fix this, what can we do? We can fix ourselves. We can shift our own vibration and choose to step into things that make us feel good instead of focusing on things that make us feel sad. So we have to change our own energy in order to experience any positive shifts or changes in this particular situation. It absolutely starts with us. And that might be hard to hear because a lot of us want to blame other people for our problems, or we want to hold other people accountable as to why we're feeling the way that we're feeling. If they would just do this, then I could be happy. I get it. Absolutely. We all fall into those pitfalls. And the thing is, sometimes other people do something and it's just like, oh, I feel so much better now that this person said this or this person took the initiative to, make contact. Of course, those things make us feel good, but why can't we provide those things on our own? Why are we always putting our happiness or our eggs into other people's baskets? And so when they don't provide for us or do what we want them to do, then we just feel just so sad and so depressed. So we're constantly giving our power to other people, and that needs to stop. We need to instead focus on things that make us feel good. Some people might even be addicted to being sad. I've almost felt like, maybe for a period of time, I might have been one of those people, just addicted to just tragic. And in a way, I am. I'm addicted to stories and movies that are just so sad. I mean, there's a couple of movies that are just like, you don't feel good at the end. I mean, the ending is just awful. Beautiful story, right? But the ending is just so tragic. That's that movie, Legends of the Fall. I think it's from the 90s. Legends of the Fall. Brad Pitt's in that movie. And it's such an all-around, jacked up, tragic love story. Literally no one in the whole entire story wins. And for some reason, it's one of my favorite movies. What the fuck is wrong with me? Maybe it stems from my dysfunction. Maybe it stems from what I know and what I identify as normal. Okay, so the only reason I'm bringing this up, you guys, is because sometimes the way that we're wired isn't the healthiest. So we think that's what love is. If somebody tortures me, they must love me, or I must try harder if I'm being tortured. I mean, the book that I'm writing right now is so tragic because that's all I know. Why do I do readings that visit uncomfortable energy, that go into shadows, that deal with separation? and sadness and challenges, because that's what I've gone through. That's what I know. But I also know what empowers me. And I also know what the light is. And I know what's helped me to pull me out of those dark spaces, which is why I always like to bring forth some sort of a lighter side or solution to my readings. So, you do what you know. You attract what your energy and your vibration is. But the thing is, what Spirit is telling us is that this has to change. We got to find a way to shake this energy. We have to find a way to take down this structure that we've built up, that we don't have power, that we don't have control, that we can't have our happy ending perhaps without this person, that someone else is in control of our happiness, that we're not in control of our lives. Whatever the situation is, it has to change. So that is the bare bones. The honest truth about this situation is that, in fact, we are in control of it, whether we want to believe that or not. So, what is the purpose of this connection? And what are you supposed to master? So this was an interesting card choice for me. I have no idea really how it's going to go. It's called the Soul Purpose Oracle Cards. It's a deck that I actually rarely use, but I felt called to use it today. And we're going to combine it with the Psychic Heart Tarot and Oracle deck. So we're going to grab 3 cards. What is this energy here when it comes to the purpose of this connection and what you're supposed to master with this person and this connection? What's the deal? Okay, so immediately we have some sort of balancing the scales of justice with this partner. Libra energy is very present here, so that could mean something for someone. But we also have the keyword past life. There's a past life connection between you and this person. Now we have the Scorpio energy. I'm sorry, yeah, that's Scorpio, right? Yeah, I think that's Scorpio. Yeah, that's a scorpion. I'm like, it's not a crab, it's a scorpion. Okay, so we have also another past life card. So this deck is comprised of like different categories, and the fact that we have 2 past life cards to me, you guys, tells me that this is multiple past lives that you've done with this person. So there's a reason that you feel very triggered and drawn to them, and I'm sure that there's a reason that they feel extremely triggered and drawn to you as well. And we have the number 5. If you have a life path number 5, this could be very significant for you. I'm a life path number 5, so that definitely speaks to me. But number 5, how many times have 5s come up in this reading? It's a theme. 5s mean change. Something has to change in this life. It is a part of your soul path. You see those keywords? It is a part of your soul path in this lifetime to change something dramatically about yourself. It says enjoy this change on the bottom. Enjoy change. So these cards are really cool because there's all kinds of energies here that we can tap into. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of this. This says past life relating. So this is about how we relate to people. So you've come together with this person in this lifetime because this is helping you to balance out how you relate to all people in your life. So how you relate to this person has something to do with how you relate with yourself. Maybe perhaps from your childhood, what you didn't get, what you did get, lack or whatever. There is definitely this energy here where this person helps you to balance out something in your life as a partner in your life. On the sides, it says a life devoted to supporting others. And we have when I find the perfect partner, I'll feel complete. So do you see that statement? When I find the perfect partner, I'll feel complete. We already know that another person, even though can complement us, doesn't complete us. So it might be someone's need in this life to feel like unless this person loves them, unless this person is with them, that they do not feel complete. This stems from a past life connection, but this also stems from your need to balance out your energies on your own. So I'm going to read this to you. Being caught up in others' opinions, giving to others and neglecting the self. That already came up in this reading. Busy being Mr. or Mrs. Nice. over concern with fairness and justice, codependency in relationships, harmonizing at all cost, and having a tit-for-tat attitude. So you might experience a lot of issues, a lot of back and forth energy with this person. Not everybody's going to resonate with that, but there's definitely this back and forth, just like, what this person does heavily affects you. And it could be vice versa as well. But why is this happening? To help us to change, to help us to be our own partner, to relate to ourselves instead of needing another person to relate to. I think it's only normal that people would like to be with and have a partner. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing shameful in that. But when it becomes codependent, as in you need this person in order to survive, or you feel like you'll die without them. I've literally said that before. I've literally said those words before, that I will fucking die without this person. And that is something that I really, have had to heal and really have had to work on. So it's only normal. Now we have resources. Okay? So Libra and Scorpio coming through very strong here. We have a life devoted to bonding with king and queens. And when I meet my soulmate, I'll feel complete. What's interesting is we have two cards that say, I will feel complete when I meet you, and you will feel complete when you meet me. There's definitely a connection where two people are drawn to come together towards each other in this particular lifetime. I'm definitely seeing that here. We have courtesan. So it says relying on validation from others, impatient, going like a bull at a gate, involvement in crisis situations, preoccupied with others' motives, quick to judge and giving opinions, overreacting and being stubborn, and being a sticky nose. So all of these traits could be a part of you or your person, but we definitely have two people that are looking to complete themselves with a mate, with a partner. So it's not an accident that you guys would come together in this life to complete one another in some aspect, but are you really completing the other? It's just a feeling of feeling at home, feeling at ease with this partner, with this person. I feel like if you guys are drawn to this individual, unless you make certain changes, the necessary changes in your life, you may not be able to be with this person in a harmonious way. So this person is very significant in your soul path, very significant, and you're very significant for them as well. So we have recognition. Until we recognize these changes or make these necessary changes, we might have challenges. I am versatile and curious. I am free to explore and expand my vision. People might need time to find themselves in this lifetime. You may have come together and met someone just to go your own separate ways because of all of these triggers and all of these energies here that you've exchanged with one another. Now we have somebody that feels free to expand themselves, to think new and have visionary ideas, to be versatile and take action and explore with curiosity. On the other hand, we have restlessness and discontent, somebody who is dissatisfied and impatient, inconsistent, hasty decision-making, and lack of commitment to act. So I'm really picking up on you guys that there's someone that wants to be in this partnership, and the other person, even though they feel equally connected and pulled to this partnership, there's something that needs to be embraced with someone first. Somebody needs to be free to figure out on their own soul path and make these changes and enjoy themselves with these changes that they make before they can come together in balance with this partnership. So I don't know if there's a runner dynamic, chaser dynamic here, is if you want this person and they're telling you, I'm bad at commitment, or they're just constantly running away. They're constantly running away from facing you. That is because you're a very significant part of their soul path and development in this life. And just by being around you could literally be very intense and triggering for them. So if they're running away, that could be why. I'm also getting that one of the other reasons that they're probably running away from you is because this energy that you come with that comes with you, which is this heavy energy of needing them or looking at them as a part of you complete me kind of energy. I need you, giving them your full power instead of keeping any for yourself. So these necessary changes also have to take place within you. I'm getting that you and this person may come back together at a later date. At a later date down the road, once these changes have been made, these healthy changes. So let's go ahead and clarify some of this energy here. Past life relating. Oh, this is going to be a long one because we're only on number 3. I swear I can't do a short reading anymore for the collective to save my life. All right. Past life relating energy, partner. This is beautiful. This right here means that when we come together with this partner, oh my God, it's like the heavens have just opened up, the skies, and you just feel so light. You see this person's light and they actually connect with yours as well. So when the two of you came together, the light is what brought the two of you together. Your past life energies brought the two of you to meet together in this life. And this energy is beautiful. This is really who you truly are. But all of this karmic crap and all of these lessons and all this past life, shit. This right here, the layers, once you guys come together and start, basically your egos get involved and all this residual stuff, it starts piling and then closing up the darkness. It starts to dim out the light of this connection. So if you've had the experience where you came together with this person, it was really powerful, and they said you were just their everything and they've never been happier, and you said the same, and then all of a sudden they shifted their energy. This is why. This is why. Because immediately you guys started tapping into old connective energies. So it started to darken things. It started to darken the energy here. It started to dim the light. But guess what? It has something to teach you. This is a spiritual connection. This is a spiritual connection. Okay? You guys may have been married in a past life. I'm also getting that as well. But somebody's teaching somebody something. Another number 5. It ain't an accident. To help to complete or conclude some sort of necessary changes that we need to make in this lifetime. So sometimes being a teacher to someone else, it's not always well received. That can definitely be an energy where it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. Somebody that's trying to teach you something. You're frustrated. You don't get the lesson. You don't want to learn. You don't want to take the time. You don't want to deal with it. Sometimes you just want to run away from the teacher. That could be the dynamic here. This is absolutely can be the dynamic here. So it just kind of depends on the lessons that we absorb, the lessons that we choose to learn. And it's about spirituality as well. There's something to learn about spirituality in this particular lifetime. Connecting could also be teaching other people, guiding other people to the light. So there could be like a light worker dynamic here. You could have discovered that you're a light worker through this connection. This person could have connected you to your light. And I'm getting here, you're also guiding this person towards their light as well. Your connection just naturally does this because it's so strong. Because it's so strong. That's what I'm getting here. Okay? That's amazing. So now we're just going to clarify this past life resources energy. Wow. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords right here. Clarity of belief. This helps to bring us clarity in this lifetime. We're meant to gain clarity over our beliefs, the beliefs that we have been programmed in previous lifetimes. It's like breaking these patterns, breaking these belief systems, breaking those just old programs. We're meant to gain clarity and transform. That's why the butterfly's there. It's beautiful. Look, Scorpio, unbelievable. Major Scorpio energy here. And that just means this is representing shedding the old skin, death and rebirth here. Major death and rebirth, so we can release some major lessons and major karma. But do you see, as he's releasing all of that light, he's transmuting his energy. When I just said that, it was really weird. It was like When I said transmuting, I know it's going to sound ridiculous, but it almost sounded like a robot. I don't know what the hell that was, but that was really strange. I've never had anything like that happen to me before. It almost seemed like that was from some other kind of like, it was like a different frequency. I don't know. Anyways, we're meant to release something in this lifetime through this connection. Big time. Absolutely big time. And now we have number 5. Enjoy this change. Love this. 9 of Pentacles. Through our independence and our hard work. It is through loving yourself and working on yourself in this lifetime that you will be rewarded. It will be well deserved. The more dedication and time that you put in to yourself, that is going to be reaping the rewards in this lifetime. Yes, of course, your reward could be that you and this person are able to come back together harmoniously, but your main reward is going to be the reward of loving yourself. And it's through this person, and it's through your issues and all these triggers that this connection has come up with that is facilitating this to happen. Oh my God. This is the 4 of Wands. So you guys can enjoy your joy and stability in this connection. Unbelievable. Let me just go back to this card here because we did have that. When you surrender to your full power, when you make these changes, when you step out of defeating energy, it's like you come back to the full power of yourself, which actually leads you to the foundation of this connection to where you guys can build upon this connection properly. So you guys came together in this lifetime. There has been some sort of challenge or issue or problem. You may be in separation now. You may be experiencing all kinds of challenges. And so the thing is, what this does is it tears you apart. But it tears you apart to bring the two of you back together at some point, if that's what you want. So this is a challenging one, you guys. This is a challenging connection, but it's got some major lessons in self-mastery, understanding something from a spiritual perspective, and working on yourself and really investing in yourself in this life and going through a major rebirth and transformation and balancing out karma and making necessary changes. So however this person triggers you, be up for the challenge. Make these changes within yourself. Do it for you, of course. Do it for you always. Beautiful. So it's almost like this person is the perfect person to make you feel this small, that small. So that way you can empower yourself. That way you can step into your full power. That's what I'm getting here. So how does your opponent perceive you, and how may they be triggered by you and this situation? Let's take a look. We're going to go into the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. How does this person perceive you or is triggered by you and your connection? We have upheaval. Damn. So we did get the Tower's energy, very beginning of this reading, remember? Tower. That to me is like a Tower card. You have definitely created some sort of an upheaval. You have created some sort of a major change and a shift for your person. So it doesn't really surprise me to see this, because what I'm really getting here is that you guys equally affect one another. And maybe they don't always act like that, and maybe it doesn't seem that way, but it absolutely is true. You have created some sort of an upheaval for them. And we have shock, the unexpected, and trouble. Through these troubles, through your situations, through whatever you guys are going through, it has created some sort of unexpected upheaval for them. They might even be in shock, perhaps, about something. So this right here is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Let's go ahead and get a card here. Wow, we have deception. So immediately what I'm getting, you guys, and I feel like at this time that this person deceived you, they were unawakened. Okay. They were unawakened. But I'm getting here that your person may have done something. They hid something from you. They lied to you. They deceived you. They hurt you in some sort of way. And the way that you handled it shocked them. That is literally what created this shift and change. Maybe perhaps that is the moment that you took back your power. You gave so much, you did so much, you went over the top. Maybe you even made yourself just sick thinking about how much you gave to this person and how they didn't either deserve it or, they weren't giving anything back. So why were you giving so much? You may think back and just cringe with how you just handled yourself. But the way that you did finally take back your power, because when we read energy, you guys, sometimes energy is just, it could be energy of the past or the present, it could even be energies of the future. We know that the energies that you may be sabotaging yourself with is not stepping into your full power. But some of you guys may have stepped into your full power and either cut this person off, and this created some sort of an unexpected upheaval for them. Maybe no one has ever stood up for themselves against them. Maybe no one has ever been able to say no to this person, and maybe you're the first person to do it. I am getting there's some kind of dynamic out there for some of you, not all, but some. Five of Swords, another number 5. This changed things for this person. Maybe they were very used to being able to pull the wool over people's eyes. And maybe they were used to feeling like they were in control and that they were pulling the strings. They were pulling your strings. And then all of a sudden you did some kind of shit and you switched the game up. And it's like, whoa. Literally, I'm getting that scenario. Whoa. They weren't expecting that. So this contract and this connection that you have with each other, it's a part of your duty to basically show this person that they can't treat you this way. And it's a part of your lesson to basically step into your full power. So do you see how they are the perfect recipe in order for the two of you to play this out? All right, let's get another energy here. I'm telling you guys, the spiritual connection card, I already felt it with the past life's energy, and I already felt it with the Hierophant's energy. This is a spiritual connection. There's deep love, soulmate, connection, energy, unity. You trigger this person because, see, they feel a connection with you, and they may not know why. They may not have known how to deal with it. And the thing is, they feel the spiritual connection to you and a deep connection to you, and they feel unified with you, but yet they did something that created this issue. But again, your souls were almost reenacting this scenario in order to get this lesson rolling. So without all of this pain and hurt and deception, you guys would not be learning the lessons or working on yourselves the way that you're working on yourselves today. So it's absolutely necessary that this had to happen. Everything happens for a reason. We have bound. You guys are bound. You guys are bound to one another. Until this gets worked out in this life, you guys are freaking bound. And I'm not trying to say like you can't heal, you can't transmute this energy, but there is a pretty deep bond here where you feel bound to one another until this gets worked out. And I feel like perhaps you're, because remember, this is their perspective, you guys. This is their perspective. They feel bound to you. I feel like until your person comes out from hiding from around that tree and comes towards you and tries to clear something up, it's almost like they're bound to some lower vibrational energy that they seem to be stuck in their headspace about you and this connection. It's uncomfortable. I'm going to give you that. It's definitely uncomfortable for them. Wow. It causes them to feel like they really missed out on a good thing. I feel like your person, if they decided to, let's just say, go off in another direction, leave you in the dust, do something that was very hurtful, I definitely feel that at least now how they're perceiving you is that they're seeing you as a missed opportunity. They missed out on this opportunity to be with you, because the thing is, maybe they let you go thinking that they were going to just forget all about you, that you were no big deal. And I'm getting that they were wrong, that they are unexpectedly still connected to you. And they didn't expect that. They didn't expect to still be connected to your energy. And yet here they are. We have mirror. It just keeps getting better. Okay. Reflection, shared feelings, you. What you see in me is who I am, vice versa. You know, I'm going to say it, you guys, of course, you guys could see this person as like a twin flame connection. They can see you very much as somebody who they're feeling very spiritually connected to. And there's just a reason. There's also something about what you've represented or what you've kind of made them have to look at by your actions, that they have to now look in the mirror and really look at themselves. And maybe perhaps see how they are bound to certain negative behaviors, and to clear these energies and to change these energies in this life. So do you see how you guys are working together in order to help one another to change for the better? So we can have a fresh new start. I feel like your person right now, they're not sure if you share the same feelings as them. Do you reflect what they are feeling? Okay. Do you share their feelings? Do you want to ever grow with them again or go back and start fresh again? I'm getting here that they don't know if you want that or not. And that might really trigger them and bother them, that they don't know. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Regardless of whether or not they have clarity on that, they are still making progress forward. They are still working on themselves. They are still at least trying to attempt to better themselves in this life because of you and because of what you guys have experienced. And on the bottom of the deck, I got the Divine Feminine, the Empress. This Divine Feminine, this Empress in this your person's life is helping them to make progress, to make these necessary changes. So, how you trigger them, how they see you. It's a mixture of very intense, also just intense, somewhat painful, but very powerful energy here. All right, you guys, so let's continue. So let's see what is going to empower you, the person watching this video, with your position in this situation. So we're going to go into the Affirmators Tarot as well as the Affirmators cards of love and relationships. What is going to empower your position with yourself and this connection? We have resilience, benefit of the doubt, and rest. So let's clarify this energy. Okay, so resilient. I'm not going to read the entire card, but it does say here, sticks and stones may break my bones. And it says, and unkind words can sometimes drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life, but nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. This person has definitely done something, and hell, you've probably done something to hurt them too. This is not one-sided, remember you guys. We are focusing on what is going to continue to empower you. Whatever they have said, whatever they have done has not broken you. It has not killed you. It has transformed you into a person that is resilient, that is strong, and somebody who is able to still love themselves. Maybe even to love yourself more. Page of Pentacles. I love this. The Page of Pentacles to me is a student, somebody who is eager to learn something. somebody that is going to take this knowledge and actually practically apply it to their lives. Maybe you've bettered yourself in the physical, material world because of this situation. Maybe you're kicking ass and taking names. Maybe you're just doing you and succeeding. It's amazing. See the benefit of the doubt. I believe in the basic goodness of other people, and I will give them the chance to show it. So not only ways to empower yourself is to continue to apply yourself in the physical world, make some sort of changes in your material life, allow the situation to make you stronger, don't allow it to defeat you. Now this is telling us a little bit of a different energy, giving someone the benefit of the doubt. It might be very difficult for you to ever trust this person again. It might be very difficult for you to trust them ever again after what's happened. But that has to change. That old paradigm, that old story. Remember, you guys, the Tower, this is the third time it's been in this reading. Old energy must be shifted in order for your new foundation to be built. So this old energy cannot come with you. Allow it to change you for the better and to help you to become wiser. But don't allow this old pain to continue to keep you down and dark. It is not going to empower you. It's going to disempower you. You've got to get rid of it. You've got to find a way to get rid of it. And maybe perhaps see that this person, give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe things have changed. Maybe they've changed, they've grown. Maybe there has been many years that you have not spoken to this person, and so things could have changed on their end. You never know. And we have rest. The Four of Wands comes up for the third time in this reading. A lot of repeat cards in this reading today, you guys. Rest. I take a step away from my stress and then I take a deep breath. Remember, take a vacation from thinking about this. Take a vacation from these problems. Take a vacation from your need to obsess or know what the hell's going to happen with this person in this situation. Spirit has got it under control. It doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything. But for now, you might need to take a little bit of a break from worrying about this situation. The details are being ironed out. There's something bigger at play right now is what I keep getting from Spirit. So rest up. That's what's going to give you power. Focusing on other things, releasing old doubts and fears, seeing this other person with more love than hate, and just taking some time to rest in your own foundation and what you've built up, but also taking a rest on this connection. Yep. Wow. Okay. So how will your person respond to these new shifts that you've either made, have made, that's the same thing, making or will make? Past, present, future. Let's take a look. We're going to start off with this deck, which is called the Begin Within Divine Partnership Oracle. How will this person respond to you with these changes that you've made, are making, or will make in the future? Arrangements. So we're going to go into this deck, which is called the Soul's Journey Oracle. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And let's get a tarot. This is called the Deviant Moon Tarot. Another deck I rarely use. I don't know why. I love it. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like your person is going to stay stuck in their pride. Okay. They may, and I'm getting on the bottom of the deck, that Three of Cups, reconciliation, make arrangements to basically come together with you in a harmonious way. I feel like your person may still be somewhat stuck in their pride and their ego, stuck in that Eight of Swords energy, that old loophole. That old loophole energy of just going round and round in the same circles. They may need to love themselves more and spend some more time on their journey. Remember, you guys, this is very important on your journey. I'm going to read it again. Allowing somebody to feel free to expand themselves, to recognize who they are, to be versatile so that way they can take action, to explore things, to think new and visionary ideas. This is somebody who needs to find themselves. If your person needs more time to find themselves, it shouldn't matter to you because you're not putting your life on hold, remember? You're not putting all of your eggs into this person's basket. So because of that, it shouldn't matter what this person is doing or not doing in this life because you're moving forward anyways. But this is just to show you that when you continue to move forward and make positive changes for yourself, that does not guarantee or ensure that your person will be able to meet you at that finish line, you know? It doesn't mean that you guys will be growing at the same exact rate with one another. So they might still feel somewhat stuck in their pride and their ego. And so until they love themselves more, it's difficult for them to see them. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. If your person does not truly accept themselves and loves themselves, then they're not going to be able to see that same love in other people, including you. So if they're stuck right now in Eight of Swords energy where they feel broken, they feel sad, they feel damaged, that's what they're going to see in other people. We see what we feel. What we feel about ourselves is what seems to transpire in the physical world, literally. It shows up in situations and people. But I'm getting here from Spirit that it will be arranged when the time is right. So another card promising that it's about divine timing and it's about what's meant to be. What is meant to be will happen. So let's get another message here. How is another energy how will this person respond with our energy shifts? Okay. We have coming together, making arrangements to come together. I do feel like this person, no matter if they're struggling in their pride and ego, I do feel like they will want to come together and make some sort of an arrangement to come together with you. I am getting that. And we have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So there's something about coming to you with honesty. Okay? We did get the deception card earlier. This is an energy that's connected to you. They may have lied to you. They may have not been honest with you, but they may want to come together with you and be honest in the future. Temperance is energy. Temperance is about reconciliation. It's about coming together when the time is right. I just got that over here. I feel like this is Spirit's way of confirming that is the message, that this connection will come together when the time is right. We got it at the very beginning of this reading as well. We need to make peace with that, you guys. We need to make peace that this situation will resolve itself when the time is right, but we cannot put our lives on hold. We cannot wait for this to happen. We cannot wait and put off our 10 of Pentacles on account of this person. Yes, there is a feeling that we have that we'll feel complete when we're with them. And they might even have that feeling as well, that they'll feel complete when they're with us. But there's something that's standing in the way. And so rather than hurting ourselves and continuing to sabotage ourselves and continuing to be miserable if we are in the meantime, we can choose to be happy and we can choose to live a more passionate filled life. Okay? So I do feel like your person is affected by the positive changes that you make to take a good, honest look at themselves and to want to move forward and come together and arrange to come together, because this stuck energy is not really an energy that they want to stay in forever with you. And we already know that they're bound. They're bound to you. They feel bound. They feel burdened by this unfinished business. So I feel like they're going to want to come back together to balance out this energy with you. That's what I'm seeing. All right, last message. Family ties. Okay. Where is... Oh, I just forgot what deck I was using with this. Okay. Growth. I love that. So, early on in the reading, a lot of the focus was on your own issues with your inner child. This person has a tie to you, though, when it comes to you growing through whatever you were exposed to or your language of love that was developed through childhood. There is a connection here. I'm also getting to that you've had multiple lifetimes with this person. You may have had a family with this person, which is another reason why you feel drawn and you don't feel complete in this lifetime until you recreate that with this person. 10 of Pentacles. But I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness first. You see? Your person needs time to grow. I keep getting this over and over again. You may want it all right now with this person, and it doesn't mean you can't have it, but there's just something that's standing in the way with this person just basically opening up their arms to you and saying, let's do it. Let's do it, baby. They still need to grow. And I know that some people might be like, you know what, I don't have time to wait. Nor should you. You shouldn't put your happiness on hold on account of another person. I don't care who the hell they are. But that is, of course, a personal choice. If that personal choice is disempowering you and making you feel miserable and stuck, you do need to consider that that might not be the best thing for you. But if you're just kind of carrying on with your own life and doing your own thing and you don't want a partner and you're totally fine with that, there's nothing wrong with that either. But your person is still growing in regards to this perhaps contract that the two of you guys made in order to come back together in this family unit. Now, family ties, you guys, does not have to be about children. This could just be about coming together in a union and having that connection and building a life together, which would be like a family. I feel like your person's also growing through their own family stuff, cutting ties with old programming from family. 6 of Cups. You know, the 6 of Cups is a card of reconciliation. We got arranging to come together and reconciling. I feel like this reunion will take place when your person finally is able to become more aware and expand their consciousness and their awareness. I feel like it's only a matter of time before this person comes back into your life to want to reconcile with you. So your shifts, your positive shifts and stepping into your power actually helps your person to energetically feel your energy and relate to your energy in a much more positive way. It doesn't automatically open up this door for them because they still are struggling here. And it doesn't automatically help them to just become grown up overnight. There's still work that they need to do. Remember, they're in the Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady progress energy. There is progress being made, but there's still some sort of destination that they're having to get to before that is facilitated. Okay. So, what challenging energies? I don't know why did I write this? Hold on. How will your person respond? So I put, what challenging energies is your person currently facing? Well, I guess it's kind of redundant, but we can go into it because I wrote it down here and I have cards for it. We already went into what your issues were. I think that's why I came up with that. Some of us want to know, of course, what is our person experiencing as far as particular challenges at this time. So I've got the mind body makeover cards and the Guild Tarot. What is your person struggling with the most right now when it comes to their soul development and growth, their awareness, their consciousness? We have healthy body. So right now it might be that they are really working on getting healthy in their physical body. They might be putting a lot of time and dedication into changing their physical body, wanting to be healthier, wanting to be stronger. Whatever that is, there's a lot of work being put into it. And we have hermit. I feel like your person is going into hermit mode and they're spending a lot of time alone. And this time alone is helping them to connect with their physical world, the physical body. It's actually helping them to connect with their spiritual path, their soul's path, their journey. It's really helping them to basically work on themselves, to go within. So your person might use physical like strength training or just being physical, hiking, being out in nature. Because I always use the hermit as like somebody who's in nature too. To have a healthy, flexible, balanced way of seeing, thinking, and reacting to the world around me. Your person is starting with their physical body. And what I'm getting here is that the layers, then it becomes how they're seeing, what they're thinking. Then it becomes, well, I'm getting well and I'm getting healthy in my physical body, so I want to take it to the next level and I want to feel better mentally. And then I want to feel better emotionally and I want to feel better spiritually. And then all of a sudden, it's a complete turnaround where they're seeing everything in a whole new way. So do you see how and why your person needs this space in order to be in that hermit mode, to do this necessary development for their soul? So allow it to happen, okay? Allow that to happen. We have healing anger. I skillfully act on my visions and ideas, and I free myself from emotionally distracting influences. Your person may be trying to distract themselves and free themselves from situations or people that are distracting them. That's what I'm getting here. So they're trying to heal something and they don't want to be agitated and they don't want to be bothered or become angry. So they're actually trying to stay in that hermit mode because this helps them to not be so distracted. That's what I see here. Because see, on the negative side of this card, I'm going to read it because I feel like it's significant. People tend to control me and make demands. Your person wants to spend time alone. They may have just come out of perhaps a situation, whether it's, let's just say, a relationship, a work situation, something that felt very controlling. They felt confined. They felt controlled. They felt like they just weren't able to do what they wanted to do. And we know that you and your person need to feel freedom to move around, to make these changes. So if your person spent a long period of time in a situation that did not allow them that time and that space that they needed in order to grow and heal, that's why this person is now needing to take the space and time, okay? To heal this energy of feeling confined and feeling irritated that they maybe gave their power over to a situation and they disempowered themselves perhaps. Could be. Oh, look at that. 8 of Swords, you guys. 8 of Swords again. Conflict. So that 8 of Swords, I think that 8 of Swords came up, I think it came up 3 times in this reading. Over, like round and round in the headspace. Feeling stuck in the headspace, feeling confined. Your person absolutely has major conflict with feeling confined. They need space to move around. They need to be able to make these changes from a happy place. Okay? And they can't do that unless they feel free. So if that means that they need to be in hermit mode, then that's what it means. Okay? They have to have it in order to be able to get to the bottom of who they are and what they want to do and what they need to change. All right, last message. Healthy relationships. I love with wisdom. I nurture and support others as much as I nurture and support myself. So do you see this? They're looking to nurture themselves first because they know that without doing that, they cannot nurture or support a relationship. They may not feel like they are able to be in a relationship with you or anyone else until this necessary work is completed. And what better way to facilitate that? Four of Swords, rest. Rest, recuperation, taking a time out from other people, going into solitude and isolation. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's absolutely what your person needs in order to heal, in order to have their tower moment, their transformation, etc. So it looks to me like your person is on track right now with what they need to heal. And they're experiencing these challenges for a reason, because it keeps pointing them to spend time alone to basically do the work that they came here to do. So let's go ahead and end this reading now with some advice from Spirit. Okay? Advice from Spirit. And what cards did I select for that? Oh, yeah. This right here is called the Sans Souci. Probably saying that wrong. That's all right. What the hell is that called? I don't know. This one is... sorry. This one is The Universe Has Got Your Back. I know that. Wild Offerings Oracle. There we go. I got too many decks. Okay. All right. What is some parting advice from Spirit about this connection? About just everything. Trapped butterfly. So it's Eight of Swords coming up a few times in the reading, really does indicate somebody feeling trapped. We have end of transformation, to reach a target, finishing straight, successful ending, unfolding of personality and beauty, and personal blooming and development. So that butterfly cannot stay contained forever. That butterfly is going to have to get out and fly at some point. So somebody could still feel trapped. But again, remember, you guys, we're only as trapped as we believe ourselves to be. We have mistakes. Allow me to know that it is okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. Wow. Did you see that, you guys? Inner child. We started with inner child and we are ending with inner child. That's not an accident. So I'm going to read this again. Allow me to know that it's okay to make mistakes. Yes, we've made mistakes in this connection. Maybe we've made fools of ourselves. Maybe we've acted childish, acted like wounded children. Some of us even wounding dogs, just begging for this person to love us. And the fact that either they didn't at the time, or that they, did something else that created more pain. This actually helped us to better ourselves and to pick ourselves up off the ground and survive and to become stronger and better people for it. So that's no mistake. Make no mistake that you have been trapped and confined to this person's energies, just like they've been trapped and confined to yours, because there is something to learn from this whole situation. Make no mistake about it. This is not an accident. This is not a mistake. Oh, too many cards trying to come out, so let me just get one. I choose love no matter what. Absolutely, and that is the major lesson of all. No matter what. No matter if you ever talk to this person again, no matter if you guys ever are able to reconcile in the physical world, you have to choose love no matter what, because that energy right there is what is going to free you. That is the only way that that butterfly can get out of that jar, is through love of the self, okay? And when it comes to all the heaviness that you feel with this person, the only way that you can lighten up that energy is through love. It'll keep you heavy if you continue to stay dark with them, to stay in that energy of resentment or pain or hate or continuously thinking about everything that they did wrong. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help free you at all. Some of you guys may have even freed yourself. You have freed yourself physically from this person. This person is no longer in your life, but you are still mentally trapped. So Spirit, of course, is telling you, make no mistake. that you still think about this person every day, that you still feel their energy every day. There's a reason, because there is still something that you need to learn. Have you chosen love? Are you in a state of unconditional love? Do you love yourself? So there's some sort of advice here at the very end. We really need to examine our programming. We really need to examine all of our inner child stuff. Go back to the very beginning, figure out why we are who we are, and what part of ourselves has perhaps projected something onto this person and made this person responsible for our happiness, or made this person a part of, we need them to heal, we need them to do this or do that, and then we'll be okay. Nonsense. We have to find our own way, and the only way we're going to find that is through choosing love. No matter what it looks like. No matter if it looks like a big fucking joke, we still have to choose love. Look, I hate it too, but it's just the way it goes. Path of poison. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to read it. Sweet poison. You cannot resist taking a risk consciously. Loss of reality, addiction, obsession, alcohol, pills, and intoxicants. Wow. When it comes to this person in this situation, some of you might literally feel just so intoxicated. You might even feel like you can't help yourself but continuing to go down this path. But remember, you guys, as long as you're choosing to take care of yourself and love yourself no matter what, and stay in a vibration of love with this just lesson, with this whole situation, you're going to go down a different type of a path. It's a path towards enlightenment. But if you want to stay stuck and you want to stay attached and you want to continue to stay either a victim or blame this person for all of your problems, you will continue to go down this path of poison. That is what Spirit is saying here. Doubt. Make no doubt about it. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises. I love that just said that. I really do. But it says, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Exactly. Some people believe that if you just say, you pray, or you say an affirmation, or you say something like, I forgive this person, that suddenly it's just because we've said it, we're released. Or we've made some sort of prayer for the divine to intervene. And we believe that by doing that, that we're not going to, that everything is going to be magically healed. And that's not to say that miracles don't occur. But this is telling you here, by giving this to the divine, which is actually what we were told to do in the very beginning. Take a vacation. Give it to the divine. Give it to the universe. It doesn't mean that you're going to be automatically cleansed and feel absolutely nothing towards the situation of this person. These things are still going to crop up. They are. But this is what makes it your job as a human being, and on this journey, this path towards enlightenment, that you are going to have to use the tools that you have collected along this path and use them to get rid of these little pieces of doubt that pop up here and there. We don't have to succumb or fall victim to it or continue to go down that path of poison. We might kind of take a little bit of a step back into that path of poison here and there, because we're only human, right? But we don't have to continue down that path of poison. We don't have to. So, Spirit's saying, you and I are co-creating together. You do a little, I'll do a little, but you don't have to do it all. And you can certainly take a break at any time. You're not damned. You're not doomed. You're not punished. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Exactly. And even if that means you guys making a couple of mistakes along the way, doing something stupid, falling into some sort of behavior that maybe you know is not good for you. You're only human. It's not about perfection, you guys. And it's not about the destination. It's about enjoying the journey along the way. And a part of that journey, a part of this human journey, is to sometimes feel negativity and to sometimes feel doubt and anger and rage. But it's also a part of the human journey to feel love and light and bliss and nirvana and ecstasy and all those wonderful things. So life is what we make it. This journey with this person is what you make it. All right, you guys, another hour and a half. I don't know how it happened, but I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.